Okay, okay. Am I live? It says I'm live. I hope I'm live. I hope someone's here. Hey y'all, it's me, Lauren Cadillac, aka OG Cadillac, coming to you live from my home office today. Oh shoot, I got my OG Cadillac right here. I hope y'all can hear me. I am streaming from home, so I actually don't know how to show the screen, but I can read the order to you out loud. It's so exciting. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lauren Cadillac. I'm an attorney in Dallas, Texas. I practice civil law, I practice real estate, and I love watching cases. I've been watching cell trials since it started, and we've been hanging on to every moment of everything that's happening. So, ooh, guys, so much is going on this morning already. The So if you've been following, you know that recently Judge Glanville was removed. He was recused from the case, and then a new judge, Judge Ingram, was assigned to the case. So this morning, Judge Ingram recused herself. Oh, sorry, because I got some lag going on. Got some internet slowness on the home internet, but I wanted to get this breaking news to you as fast as I could. So here I am. Okay, so let's go over and let's see what Judge Ingram says. Like I said, I am at home, so I don't know how to share my screen in the software. So bear with me. I'm going to read the order to you. You're not going to be able to see it. Oh wait, I found the share screen button. Okay, here we go. I figured it out. Yes. Okay. You can see the screen, guys. I don't know what you'll see on the screen because it's my first time using the software. So, all right, here we go. This is the order of recusal, and it was filed this morning at 9:52 a.m. So this is like 30 minutes ago, y'all. We are on it here at Cadillac Law, being up on this case. All right, here we go. Mind you, this one, every other document has had the Kendrick's name here. This one says Christian Eppinger, and we're about to see why. Okay, here we go. On or about June 1st, Kristen Eppinger, one of 18 defendants, was severed from the ongoing YSL Rico trial on the criminal action that was recently transferred to this court by random assignment. Although there is no severance order in the record, the court was apprised of circumstances that directly led to Eppinger's severance. Moreover, specifically, the deputy assigned to and responsible for the courtroom and personal security of the undersigned for nearly 6 months was arrested. Oh, I don't remember that. Who remembers that? Who remembers Kristen Eppinger and having a deputy arrested? If you remember, tell me in the chat because that's interesting. Said deputy, who was still assigned to this court at the time of her arrest, is accused of colluding with Eppinger during the trial to commit a felony and endangering the safety of citizens within the Fulton County Courthouse. Because this court's former assigned deputy could be called as a witness in any future proceedings in this case, the court may be called upon to assess this deputy's credibility or rule on matters related to her criminal prosecution. This may undermine the public's confidence in the impartiality of the proceedings. May undermine. This might maybe undermine the public's confidence in the proceedings. While the court does not regard the aforementioned situation as creating any actual bias for or against any party in this case, the court does view this as a matter that could cause a reasonable person to question the court's impartiality and reasonably give rise to the appearance of impropriety should the court remain on the case. Rule 2.11 of the code provides judges shall disqualify themselves from any proceeding in which their impartiality might reasonably be questioned. Commentary to that rule provides that judges should disclose on the record or in open court information that the court believes the parties or their lawyers might consider relevant to the question of disqualification even if they believe there's no legal basis for disqualification. Thus, after careful consideration and consistent with the rule, the undersigned hereby recuses herself from this criminal action. The clerk of the court is directed to reassign this criminal action to another judge. Wow, y'all. Wow. That is it. So this judge did what we would have hoped Glanville would have done, okay? This judge said there is a little bit of a slight particular chance, maybe a reasonable person might see these circumstances and question me being on this case. So I'm out. Okay. So through the whole case, I've been thinking, gee, Fulton County is just so whack. I can't believe how terrible Fulton County is. I can't believe this judge is behaving this way in Fulton County. But everything we've seen come out of every judge since Glanville in Fulton County has been appropriate. It has followed the law. It has been an appropriate ruling. It has been an appropriate move. So I don't know so much. Thank you, Whitney. I got this on sale at Macy's, y'all, like 2 weeks ago. I kind of love it. And of course, Tavanda gave me these earrings. Okay. So I have now revised my thinking about Fulton County, and I believe that the judges of Fulton County are doing appropriate judging, that Glanville's behavior is just a one-off. So based on this evidence, based on this judge's ruling today and Krause's ruling earlier this week, I do see that the judges are doing what they need to do. Okay. So that makes me feel much better. That gives me a lot more faith in the system. I was really, this YSL Rico trial was really wearing at my faith. And seeing these orders, seeing Glanville recused, seeing this judge sua sponte, remember that means on her own, recusing herself, saying, I can't do this. It's an appearance maybe of impropriety. Seeing this renews my faith in the judicial system. Thank God. Oh, thank goodness. I was really scared there for a minute. There was a lot of really bad stuff going on there for a minute. Okay. So since y'all are here and I have you, let's talk about where I think the case is going to go next. I will talk extensively on Friday. I wanted to just pop in and share this news with you. I want to make sure I'm the first one on YouTube with the news. I'm trying to be. But here's where I think this is where it's going to go. Eventually, a judge in Fulton County will have to hear something, or else they'll have to move it to Cobb. I think Cobb County is the next door Cobb County they seem to move things to. So right now, we'll wait. There'll be a new judge assigned. And I'm assuming once that assignment happens, probably by Friday, YSL Steele, YSL IP, Weinstein, and probably several others. I don't know, maybe just one or two, but since the Harvey rule is going to apply, presumably, we'll probably only see a couple motions. But I believe we'll see a motion for mistrial, and I believe we will see a motion for bond or bail, whatever they call it, okay? So YSL Slimestein, I love that. That's good math. Okay, so I believe that when there is a final judge, so it's probably going to bounce around Fulton for a little while, then the final judge will review a motion for mistrial and will review a motion for bail. And on Friday morning, we'll talk deeply about if that mistrial should work, or if the bail will work or kind of what the circumstances might come out of this. So today we see, just now, we saw Judge Ingram recuse herself sua sponte. That means on her own. She said there is a slight chance of an appearance of impropriety, and I'm not here for it. Count me out. So she has removed herself from the case. So now the clerk is going to have to assign it to a new judge. I'm assuming we'll find that out. I don't know, the new judge, probably within the next half hour or so. Then that judge is going to have to determine if there's any appearance of impropriety. And then if there is, that judge will recuse themselves. And so we're going to keep going around the wheel, they call it, and until we hit a judge that will either not have an appearance of impropriety who can accept the case, or they move to a different county. Okay, Goddess, thank you so much. She's a member for 2 months. She's 9 months sober. Congratulations, Goddess. That's amazing. So I had written today is my 5-year sober day anniversary. So it's actually been a great morning. I had some hearings. They went really well. I've been writing a motion for summary judgment for my client. That's going well. I think like as I'm writing it, I like, okay, we should win this. So I can tell you that quitting drinking was the best decision I ever made 5 years ago today. So thank you all for being here and joining me on this beautiful anniversary. And look at justice happening. Look at justice happening on this beautiful anniversary of sobriety. And congratulations, Goddess. And some other folks had commented that they had a certain time sober. Congratulations. Look, if you can go 1 day, you can go 1 year. If you can go 1 week, you can go 5 years. Okay. Like once you hit 24 hours, then you can go. Like it's fine. All right. So just if you're out there, you're thinking about stopping drinking, do it. Do it. All right. MT says nobody wants to touch this case. And I think that's probably part of it. I think. I mean, I don't know, but maybe this judge, Ingram, was like, I'm not really trying to have all these cameras in my courtroom. I'm not really trying to go gray behind a case. This whole thing, this mess happened with at least one of the defendants. I'm out. Who knows? Who knows? Krause is not going to be able to hear anything on this case because she made the determination on the recusal. So she's already out. So Glanville's out, Krause is out, Ingram's out. So now I don't know all the criminal judges in that court. I don't know how many there are, but they're going to have to like continue to rotate. Continue to rotate until they find a judge with no impropriety. Or I'm wondering if you remember the judge from the plea deals a few weeks ago. No one took the plea deals. He was allegedly a retired judge who came out of retirement and is helping. So like maybe he'll take it. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, everyone who loves the jacket. I really appreciate it. It's Macy's sale, y'all. Macy's sale. They have the best sales. This is the day Belinda and I decided to play hooky. We went to Macy's and I bought this jacket. And of course, the lovely Tavanda got me these fabulous earrings. And of course, I appreciate all of you, everyone who has liked, everyone who has subscribed. Like we have just grown immensely and it's amazing. While I have you here, I'm going to be in Atlanta for meet and greet on August 13th. If there's court, we'll go to court. It's not looking like there's going to be court though. So I'm definitely going to do a meet and greet. We're going to do it. I think right now we're saying Hudson Grill downtown. And it's just literally going to be walk in, find us at a table. I'll try to find a table at the bar and just meet people and greet. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing news. We have, since Alec Baldwin's judge declared the mistrial and took it away with prejudice, it's been justice after justice. Remember, we were getting real sad on the injustice because we had Glanville doing Glanville, and then we had the Karen Reed case that definitely appeared to be mishandled, and there's a bit of injustice going on there. Okay, so we had those two things that were like, I felt really drudging through this, like sad. I was very sad. I've devoted my life to this country, to our Constitution, to the practice of law. And so you see that and you start to kind of like, oh God, is there justice? Why am I doing this? Why am I here? And boom, last week we saw in New Mexico, we saw justice. This week, Krause made the correct decision, and now Ingram has removed herself, taking a correct decision, making sure there's no question. None of us YouTube, spectators are going to be questioning why she's on the case. So that's fantastic. It's been like 2 weeks of justice, you guys, which is great, and it makes me feel revived again. So, yay! Okay, so we watch YouTube. If you're here late, the new Judge Ingram, who was just assigned to the YSL case, just recused herself sua sponte. So she has taken herself off of the case. Antonio says, can I speak on the delay and the jury? Yes, I will talk about that extensively at 10 a.m. Central on Friday. So come on Friday at 10 a.m. and I will talk with you about that. Dear Nurse Life says, I don't blame the judge. Ain't nobody got time to review the transcripts. Too much extra work. I agree. Of course, she got out of it in a much classier way than saying, I don't have time for this shit. She said, oh, there might be a slight issue here. Oh, I bet she has never been happier to find a slight issue. She's like, oh, thank God. Thank God that bailiff did that dumb shit in my courtroom. Hello from Australia. Welcome. Thank you, Julie. You guys have no idea. I was just sitting here working, and then this news came on and I wanted to come and meet with you immediately. So I ran in my closet. I grabbed a jacket. I threw on the earrings Tavanda got me. Here we are. I am so happy to see you all here. Thank you for joining me. If you just got here, I am Lauren Cadillac, aka OG Cadillac. I am an attorney in Texas, and I practice real estate law. I am a litigator. I am a courtroom attorney, and I love watching trials. Like my favorite thing to do. It helps me get better at my job. And I've been watching this YSL Rico trial pretty intently because of the First Amendment issues. I find those to be so interesting. And it's just been a crazy train wreck. It's been like the best reality TV show anyone could ever ask for. And I have just been following it intently. So as you all know, on Monday, Judge Krause recused Judge Glanville and a new Judge Ingram was assigned. Today, this morning, Judge Ingram just recused herself, sua sponte. So Judge Ingram is no longer on the case. She has recused herself. There was a chance of impropriety, and she did not want to deal with that. So congratulations to her. She's like, oh, she probably, when the bailiff was doing the stuff, she was like horrified, mortified, right? And now this comes around and she's like, oh, thank God. Okay. All right. So Ingram's out. It's so exciting, guys. It is so exciting to see Ingram out. Like, not because I didn't like her. I didn't think she was going to be a good judge. Everything I could, I did go watch her YouTube, and I watched the 2 hearings she had on there. She seemed like a reasonable judge. I saw an interview with Weinstein. He said she's a good judge. So I had no reason, to want her off. I didn't feel that way. But when I see that she followed the law and she took herself off, I find that to be a reason to celebrate. Okay, she is following the law. Justice is served. She is removing herself. That is how it's supposed to be. That is exactly what we're supposed to see on a daily basis in courtrooms. So it is very exciting. I feel revived in my love for justice and love for the law. DJ, they did give a reason why. She said because there was another case, hold on, let me get his name. Christian Eppinger had been in her courtroom, and he was allegedly working with the bailiff in her courtroom to do something wrong. And so the bailiff in her courtroom has been removed and arrested. So that is why she's removed herself, because having that incident in her courtroom and kind of being semi-related to that, and that she might be called as a witness on that bailiff, and that might come into this case, it's just too close, she said. So she's going to remove herself. And I bet that close, that's the happiest she's ever been. Be that close, my goodness. Okay. Can't be a motion for dismissal. Oh, Ren, we'll talk about all of that on Friday. So we're going to talk about the future motions that should come. I'm assuming by Friday there should be some motions filed. We'll talk about those future motions. We'll talk about the motions that are filed by Friday, on Friday. We'll talk about bail. We'll talk about the future of the case. We'll talk about this jury, all of those things. 10 a.m. Central on Friday. Make sure you come to the live then. Y'all have reacted so well to this jacket. I'm like, I wish it was cooler in my office and I could wear jackets every time I live. Geez, so many compliments. I appreciate it. I am just thrilled to see justice occurring here, and I am fine. I feel happy again. I feel rejuvenated and revived. Jiggy says the jury has been out the court a month now. I don't think it's been a whole month. Wasn't it like, no, because I know they heard testimony like through 4th of July. I'm pretty sure it was like July 12th, or no, I don't know. They've been out for like 2 weeks at least. So we'll talk on Friday, but I'm guessing the jury has, Googled things. I don't know about you guys, but like if I open my phone, I get local news, so all these people are in Atlanta, all the jurors. There's no way if they own a cell phone, they haven't. Not by now, not at this point. Also, too, I was talking with Belinda about this yesterday. Our phones do like targeted geolocating, right? So like if your phone sees you going to the courthouse every day for 6 months, it might start sending you legal news. I don't know. I don't know that the jury, I don't know. We're going to talk about it extensively on Friday at 10 a.m. All right. So make sure y'all join me then. Okay. It has only been 2 weeks. That's what I thought. I thought it was only 2 weeks, but we're going to talk Friday about mistrial. We're going to talk about the jury and the long distance and how do you explain the new judge and then the new judge and then the new judge. They're not going to know about the jumping around necessarily, but they are going to know that Glanville's not there anymore. Of course, you could make something up about his chronic cough, like, oh, well, he had to go deal with that. And they might buy that, but I don't know, man. We're going to talk about this definitely deeply on Friday, okay? All right, the jury wasn't there. Yeah, I know, the jury. Oh, that's right, Antonio. There's 4 to 5 days of viewing, but that 4 to 5 came after the ex parte hearing. But you're right. I don't know when the last time. I'll find out by Friday. On Friday, we'll be able to talk about exactly how long the jury has been out. All right? Okay, everyone. So Ingram has recused herself. Justice is being served. The laws are being followed again. And keep up your sobriety, everyone. We're in this together. Let's do it. All right. Thank you for joining me. I mean, wait, so you're saying they should do what with the jury? Oh, mislead the jury? I mean, it's not anybody's real business necessarily. I'm not saying, we've talked about this, guys. Like, I told my children that Santa Claus was a thing. Sometimes you gotta, like, want your kid to behave around December. You gotta make some shit up, right? I don't know. Okay. Oh, the jury haven't been in the courtroom since June 7th? You guys don't mean June 7th. You mean July 7th, right? June 7th? No, Woody testified around 4th of July. I'll go back. Tomorrow, Friday, wishful thinking. Friday, I will inform you all how many days it's been, okay? JG says, sis said, find somebody else to do it. Yeah, dude, she was like, Judge Ingram is so happy right now. Thank you, Lord. I found a reason to get out of this case. Tough Cookie says, no, Woody didn't testify. Okay, I got to go back. I'll go back and look, guys. I don't know. The Texas flag is not upside down, Paul. That is you. Or maybe it is upside down. I don't know, because I hung it, dude. It's Chile. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Ingram is off. I'll see you on Friday at 10 a.m. Hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your day today is as good as mine has been so far. Okay? I really do. It's been a great, great day. Cherry says the soap opera is as the Fulton County courtroom turns. I love it. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Oh, Woody testified June 10th? Was it June 10th, Gene? You know where? Guys, hold on. I know where I will have this. I've been taking notes, remember? But when I try to open my notes, it slows down the computer. Yes, I'm looking it up. I would definitely get to it by Friday, though. Oh, you're right. June 12th is the last time I have notes. Oh, shit. You're right. June 12th. I'm going to write that down for Friday because we're going to talk about it Friday. June 12th. Oh, and Woody, y'all, has shot up in popularity since June 12th. Like Woody is everywhere. Like every time I open the internet in any way, there's Woody. Which good for him. Capitalize on it, dude. You should. I am like about that. Okay, so that is 35 days. 35 days that the jury has not been. Guys, we're going to talk about this on Friday extensively. 10 a.m. Friday, 10 a.m. Central. I'll have marker stain on my hand. Jeez. First of all, one thing my mom told me is that as you get older, time goes faster. And you know what? She was right about that. Time goes like this. I cannot believe it was over 30 days ago. 30 days ago that Woody testified. That is crazy. That's nuts. Okay, so Friday, I'm going to go deep on what I think is coming next. I'm imagining that we're going to see some motions filed tomorrow. I'm not going to go live when those motions are filed. Tomorrow I have a full crazy work day, like a whole day of work. So I'm not going to be able to go live tomorrow on those motions, but I will come on Friday. Now I'm guessing there will be motions filed if there's a new judge assigned today or tomorrow. Because at this point, there's no point in filing a motion if there's no judge assigned. So I think Steele and all of them would wait until the newest judge is assigned and then go file the motion. All right, so I think we should see motions filed either tomorrow or Friday or both. And certainly we'll have an update on who the newly assigned judge is for sure. We'll have the new judge. Glanville, Ingram. Okay, we're going to count how many judges there's going to be. Jack says Woody's getting paid interviews and now has an Instagram following. It's crazy. Crazy. Woody just blew up, y'all. It is insane when you think about it, Jiggy. It is. It's crazy. I've never seen... think about this. In the Karen Reed trial, Karen Reed was like a murder trial, right? And usually murder trials are kind of like the longer ones. Even like the Alex Murdaugh is his name, but they call him Alec Murdoch, which drives me nuts. But anyhow, even his case was only like 2-3 weeks long. The guy out of Idaho who married the lady and like was trying to run a cult, and he killed her kids and she killed her kids. Their shit was only his was only 2 weeks, right? Karen Reed, her trial was pretty complicated. It was only 33 days. I know we're at 7 months because I was looking at the opening, my videos I did on the openings, and YouTube says they were 7 months ago. 7 months. And now the jury has been back to work, back at home, living their life, chilling for 35 days. It's crazy. There's no, like, we'll talk about this Friday, but how do you get a fair trial? CW had 70 some witnesses, and look how exactly. My longest trial I've ever done is 3 days. Most of my trials are like a half day. It's crazy. And you guys know I love Bruce Rivers. And Bruce Rivers has said he does criminal defense, and he has said, like, even in a federal situation, like if in a federal court, if this case was in federal court, it would long since have been done. The jury would have taken 2 weeks maybe. But this jury took like 11 months to choose. And I believe that's because of Miss Love and Glanville. I think that's when this whole Glanville thing started. If you remember, YSL Steele had mentioned that Love did something. He said something about someone was crying during jury selection and she lied about it. And I don't remember all of the details, but I know that Steele was talking about during the jury selection in Fort Dyer misbehavior going on by Love. And so I wonder if it didn't her misbehavior and Glanville's lack of action that caused the damn trial to take so long, or the voir dire, the choosing of the jurors. I don't know. I will be fascinated to get the full transcript of this case, like starting with voir dire. And if I could, I would, and I would read it to y'all. Isn't that loving? I would read it to you. I think it would be fascinating. And I think we would see from the jump lots of incorrect, illegal type action out of Love. That's my guess. Greer says Glanville planned for that trial to write him in retirement. We know that's not true because he just re-ran for re-election. So he's not retiring anytime soon. Karen Reed started and finished during the YSL trial. So did the Alec Baldwin trial, lasted 2 days. Okay, crazy. And the state will probably retry the case, and it will probably happen before YSL ends. You're right about that. Glanville only works 3 hours a day. That is correct. And that has been the biggest problem. So if we do end up in a real judge's courtroom and we do continue with the trial, we're going to have way less comfort breaks. Comfort breaks are going to be over for us, y'all. So just FYI. We might have a comfort break, but it's only going to be 10 minutes. It's not going to be, 10 minutes and then 2 hours later. Not going to happen. Yeah, the case has been derailed. Yeah, Jiggy, having the whole transcript would take me years to read to you, but I would do that just out of love. Krause can't get it because she's the one who recused Glanville. So it's definitely not going to go to Krause. Krause, Ingram, and Glanville are out. So it's going to have to go to some other judge who I don't know. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up. Thank you, Go. I appreciate that. Okay, well, here you have it. You heard it here first. Here at Cadillac Law, you heard it first. Judge Ingram has recused herself sua sponte. She has determined that there is even the slightest impropriety that a reasonable person might see, and she has taken herself off the case. Now, if she did that for her own personal reasons or what, we don't know, but who cares what her motivation was? She is off the case, and now the case is going to be reassigned. So I'm sure when the reassignment happens, I will let you all know. But I am so glad to see justice again, to see that the judges are following the law. And this is not the epidemic I thought it was over in Fulton County, because I really, really did think it was an epidemic. We will talk about 416 in the city of Toronto. We will talk about mistrial and all of that on Friday morning at 10 a.m. And I hope I get to see you all there. If I was a juror, I'd vote not guilty because they have made these jurors lose their jobs and not be. Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, Grateful, glad to see you. So on Friday, we will talk about mistrial, and we will talk about the jury and what are we going to do with the jury and how is this going to work. Hopefully on Friday, we'll know who the new judge is, and hopefully by Friday, we'll have Steele's motions. I'm expecting motions from Steele, and I'm expecting them by Friday, like I'm his boss. It is the Texas flag. It turns up that I hung it upside down, but I don't care. It came off the Capitol. My dad got it when he moved here when I was 5. Thank you, Grateful. Yeah, so today is my anniversary of 5 years alcohol sobriety. So thank you. And anyone who's considering at all not drinking anymore, I highly, highly, highly recommend you do that. I highly recommend you stop drinking. It has been the best thing I could have ever done for myself. Okay? Literally the best thing. Now, I didn't lose all the weight I thought I would lose. But my liver is very much happy. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me this morning. Like I said, Judge Ingram has recused herself. And she is now off the case. So we'll be looking to see who the next judge assigned will be. We know it won't be Krause because Krause reviewed the recusal for Glanville. So she's not going to be able to be a candidate. Okay. And on Friday, we'll get deep on these mistrial, bond, what to expect. August 13th, I'll be in Atlanta. Hope to see you at the meet and greet. Mr. J schemes that she must have read the case and realized it was a circus. She probably didn't have to read the case to know about the circus, if I'm honest. So, Paul, the Texas flag is upside down because I hung it upside down accidentally. Chill. All right. Thank you for everyone for joining. We'll see you Friday morning, 10 a.m. We'll see who the new judge is. We'll see if Steele has filed any of his motions. We'll talk about a mistrial and if we should expect that. We'll talk about bail and bond and if we should expect that. We'll talk about everything. My Texas flag won't be upside down because I'll be in my office. Okay. All right, guys. Unless you have any other questions. All right. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad that I got this news to you first. You heard it here first, okay? Breaking news. Breaking news. Yes, I do agree that I think we're going to see a series of Fulton County judges finding ways to recuse themselves. I really do. I think it's going to be, I don't think Ingram's going to be the first one. I think the next judge assigned probably will too. I'm not really sure how they're going to find a judge who is not going to be like, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. And I am glad that it has panned out this way thus far. I'm happy to see the judges are applying the law again, finally. Yay! Yay! Go America! Go America! Okay, Toronto, you need to email me because I don't know what your email is. My email will be in the description when I copy and paste. That's why I just hopped on, guys. I just came right on to tell you the big news. This is very exciting. Jiggy says, if judges can recuse themselves, jurors should be allowed to do the same thing. No way, Jiggy, because then nobody would ever serve jury duty. Okay? No. Mm-mm. We don't want that. We'll be just going home in the middle of the trial. Like Alec Baldwin kept standing up and walking out of his trial. It was hilarious. It's hilarious. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you Friday morning at 10 a.m.